So my question to you, if somebody is a genius like that today and he's watching this podcast by chance, most of my friends are normal people, but if they pass it on to a genius, or maybe they
Damn, you think we are insane or what?
or maybe they are geniuses and I don't know if they're genius yet. So what would you advise to somebody based on your experience? Uh, how does one draw a line? Ki enough is enough. Get to work.
Very good question. Uh, I actually include this point in some of my workshops recently in the past, the recent past. Yeah. Basically, the topic is like usually I discuss what. It's a very good question. Uh, so my topic on this has always been balance between creativity and mental health among artists. And I've been giving workshops on that in the past 2 3 years. Uh, this is what I've learned till date because I come from a family of musicians who are very creative, and I've been told this by my father as well that the moment we become more uh, artistic, let's say the moment we start proceeding towards the artistic geniusness of whether it's filmmaking or art or something, a madness becomes a part of it, and we become like Arjun. There's only one target. There's nothing else. We only look at that one target. It's a determination it requires. But here where I have to say the easiest way to understand the life for me at least is how I've been telling everyone that uh, I compare it as living two different lives. I would say the best example, always my favorite example, Batman and Bruce Wayne, where it's very easily you can understand these two characters, how they're well connected and how these two characters are very important for each other. Bruce Wayne is a businessman, a millionaire who only thinks about money, who is involved in social stuff, political stuff, everything. Batman is something who is born to do this, to fight against the crime. That's his passion. That's how he looks at himself when he wears that costume of being a Batman. This is exactly how I've been living myself as well. When I'm composing music for my own self and I have put my own creative ideas and when I have my own dreams to, like right now when I'm focusing towards my band Sarpanch Pachnba and Mock Symphony, when I started these two bands, I was very afraid whether it's going to work or not. But then I decided there's no second. I have to do this. I was born to make music like this and I wouldn't let it down. And I continue with that. But if I keep on thinking like this 24 by 7, I'll come on the streets. I'll fall on the streets, isn't it? That's the truth. You can't survive on those kind of music. Like at the moment, experimental music are not in the mainstream market. There are people, but it's impossible to survive on that kind. Unfortunately, I want to do that. So my Batman part says, do not stop doing this kind of music. Go to the maximum level of madness. That's a different Vishal J thing. That's a complete different character of mine. Other part is the Bruce Wayne character, which I have used mostly in the advertisement industry. Like in advertisement industry, in a production house, working with the film director, it's only money, 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 money. That's the asshole side of Vishal. Like you can literally find people who says he's always so greedy. So talk about money, kitna budget hai, kya hai. He asks 1,000 questions. It's so stressful to work with this guy initially, but later on it becomes easier. Of course, they agree with that. But initially, it's very stressful. Everything is counting money on. That also saved me a lot. But in that phase also, when I'm working as a music director with these agencies and production houses, I keep things very transparent. The transparency मतलब उस business में भी काफी honesty transparency रहना जरूरी है कि I will work on your song, but these are the clauses and those what are your pointers. Let's discuss all these things so that we can work smoothly. क्योंकि आज बातचीत खत्म, ये खत्म, काम खत्म, हाँ चल टाटा बाय बाय. कल तुझे याद आएगा कि कितना स्मूथ था काम. You come back. That is the complete businessman point of view, and growing your business to a bigger level so that you need to be You need to work constantly to survive, isn't it?
Man needs
So I
money to
think,
buy his costume, man.
uh-huh,
That man needs money to buy his costume. It's not an easy.
exactly. I'm coming to the point. So because I've been working with advertising industries for the agencies, these money somehow I saved it slowly and slowly. I'm still going with a lot of ups and downs financially, but anyway, these money gave me more and more confidence to put more focus towards my band, buying the right gear, getting the band members, doing the things, plan up, backing up things here and there. So all these things makes a lot of sense. Batman cannot survive without Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne cannot survive without Batman. They are all like two different characters. When you're living only one character, then we get people like Jim Morrison, we get people like Jimi Hendrix, who died at the age of 27, 28. It was a very big lesson for us why they died. Because they so this is what my father told me, that the brain is so amazing thing, this human brain. The more you use it creatively in connection with your heart, it becomes amazing because then you can do impossible things. But at the same time, this brain can kill you. It's self-destructive as well. So this is where you need to understand when to start taking care of your mental health. Like you can see a lot of people, I hang out with a lot of musicians who are so wild, so amazingly creative, but so wild. It's impossible to work with them. They're like babies. They're like small babies. Like
True.
बच्चे हैं अभी बच्चों को कैसा संभालना है. You need to understand the psychology behind it. There needs to be one guy who there needs to be one guy or girl, somebody who knows that baby in and out throughout, and that guy more or less is controlling him or her. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that, which is at some point of time morally I think it's not right to control somebody. But if this is where the problem is, if you become too artistic, somebody will start grabbing control on you. This is the danger thing. I've always noticed that when they ask me, Vishal, what you play, I'm a heavy metal guitarist. So अंदर अंदर सोचता है चल सी हो गया आता हूँ मैं पुक के फेंक हाथ पड़ा रहेगा इसको चूना लगा देंगे इसको समझ में नहीं आता. Then they work with me and they say shit साले को मेरे से ज़्यादा पता है. So that is the thing, no? Because the danger of becoming 100% involved in your creative geniusness is that you end up becoming victim of the world. You will see a lot of creative artists keep telling they hate the world. Either they say the hippie ones will tell you that I love everything about this world, everything is so beautiful, or they will say they literally hate the world. The world is a hell, everything should die. It's never in between. बीच में कोई नहीं है because they are child. तो जो देखते हैं, जो सुनते हैं, जो फील करते हैं, उसी के ऊपर चलते हैं, which is a quite a dangerous way of living life, especially in this world. Because what would you expect? Like, say, if I'm going out for a date with someone and she likes me as a person, but she doesn't know about how I am as a experimental music composer, how wild I am as a composer. What am I supposed to talk to her? Do you want to talk about Salvador Dali? And she doesn't know who Salvador Dali. That's not her problem. That's my problem. Why the hell am I bringing Salvador Dali topic when I'm dating with someone who doesn't know about Salvador Dali? So
Yeah.
this is where the madness shouldn't reach. At that point, you should know that she likes to talk about the classic, old retro Hindi film songs. Let's talk about those songs. So this is what how you normalize yourself. With you, this is what spirituality has taught me, that you normalize yourself and you talk on the similar ground of each and every people who are on your side. This is very important. If somebody is talking to you very nicely, but he or she doesn't know much about art, don't talk about art with her. Talk about something else, because she's going to talk about something like, say, she's going to talk about forest and flowers or something. That topic itself is quite interesting because one part of your brain is just taking normal, listening to stuff and just taking it normally, like any normal human being who's not a creative person. The other side of your brain, who's super highly genius, creative guy, is actually taking information which are not related to art and music. You're getting information where he or she is talking about forest and flowers. After 3 days, you'll say, I've never wrote a song about forest. Maybe I should. Because how she described the forest last time, It was very nice. I never thought about it. Maybe I should do this. So
Yeah,
it's interesting how you use these thoughts, how you connect with people, and this keeps your ideas growing and growing. I tell this to everyone who are filmmakers or musicians or cinematographers. You don't have to look at the things, topics, surroundings which are related to your fieldwork. Sometimes look at the other way. You get a lot of inspiration. Like say, जो ईट पे जो हथौड़ा मारते हैं ना वो कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे, you know about that. I listen to them. I always find some kind of a rhythm when they're playing. It might be insane for many people, but I find a rhythm. I've been observing them from the age of 6, 7. I always hear some kind of circular rhythm where they coincide at one point, becomes one, and then again the beat starts, and then it starts getting displaced, and again you come back to one point. Then I figured there must be some circular wave going on, because how am I able to find one in this? There must be some. The nature itself is so beautiful. It's everything is right there. That thing inspired me to work on this concept called polyrhythm. From there, I started reworking, restudying about the beats patterns, Carnatic beats, and everything. So you never know what inspires you, what, like how, and everything. Then I hear the wind sound, like खिड़कियों से जो wind का sound है, वहां से क्या feel होता है. You can observe each and every small thing. There's so much to learn, and these tiny informations who are not related to your field work actually keeps you alive. That is so beautiful that it it keeps the madness in you as a creative genius, but it doesn't allow you to become fully insane mad that you don't remain human only. The humanity, mankind in you still remains within you if you keep observing things like that. I think that is the most important point I've noticed.
I think yeah, that is actually the most important point you made. I like where you brought it because in a way I would want to stop at this point, but I want to first bring the aspects that you covered in this last part. Uh, Starting with the very end, I love the fact that we started with discipline, which is a sense of artificial way of regulating yourself to opening yourself to natural rhythms coming from wherever they are coming from people, from sounds, man-made sounds, natural sounds. I thought that's a beautiful way of letting go, which you spoke about earlier also. It is letting go and allowing life to influence. And then again, as a as a force of nature, you are again giving back to the world.
True,
It's that circle that you're creating, you're taking from it, you're giving to it, again you're taking from it and over it.
true,
Another part that I liked was this sense of a creative person lies in finding a balance to the whole thing. On one hand, you're allowing the madness to however it takes you, but at the same time, you are creating a certain ambience so that it is always controlled in a manner. So,
true,
if I were to use your terms, there is perfectionism, but there is control to perfectionism.
true, very true.
And also, one thing that struck me very beautifully was that when you gave the Batman Bruce Wayne example, is how you draw these as personality traits within ourselves to convince yourself that look at the other side. Instead of telling yourself Vishal, listen to Vishal and creating a fight, you've given it name. Perfectionist, Bruce Wayne, Batman. It gives you an angle and this subtext to the whole thing, leading to a balance. What I love about this culmination is from various aspects that you spoke of business, creativity, self discipline, team discipline. You kept pulling at both sides, but always coming to a balance. Okay, if you don't do this, you're going to fall. If you don't do this, you're going to fall off. The balance is always important. And one has to be like,
Very good.
so the practicality, one doesn't see it as practical, but discipline is a practical tool that can be used. And at times you have to let go in in the interest of teamwork, in the interest of the world, or in the interest of family, saying, okay, we'll go with what you are saying and allow it to influence you positively rather than look at it negatively, like you spoke. That how about checking forest sounds or amalgamating my idea with a certain area of forest sounds that I didn't think of. I think it's been a wonderful talk, Vishal. As surprising as every other podcast turns out to be, but this has been a real lateral one for me as well. I think I'll have to
Thank you
sit
so
down
much.
and listen to all of this in peace to really know what it did to me. Uh, it's a wonderful world that you took us in. Thank you for sharing
Thank you very much.
innermost thoughts, giving ideas which were really offbeat. I'm going to remember the Batman example because Batman is very, very, very close to my heart. Because
Same here.
human superhero. What I like about him, he is not one of those Supermanish characters who has it sorted. I like the fact
Yeah,
that he's not sorted. That makes me feel comfortable. Okay, he has problems. Let's see how it's solved. I think you give
that's right.
me a view. I'll think about this. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us, me, in this interview. It's an honor and lovely talks. Actually, I don't. I mean, I think more and more this kind of conversation should happen among artists and people because we're heading towards a very complex world. The new generation is just getting more and more complex. Like I think about my nephews,
Hmm.
how complicated it would be for them, and when these guys will reach our age. So I think it's better we talk about these things from now onward, and it's great. Basically, what you're
Thank
doing
you
is an amazing job.
so much. That's exactly the idea of the values workshop. I've been trying to reach the generation that your nephews belong to. 15 to 23 is an age group that I've been trying to touch. Unfortunately or fortunately, my age group people have been responding with a lot of warmth and love. And luckily, we are being watched by that age group quite often.
Uh-huh.
I know my friends' sons and daughters have been watching it. My nephew sees it sometimes. And they may not have a point of view on it. They think, oh, this is one more Gyan Goshti thing that is happening. But they
Oh,
like some parts of it. They like the fact that there is a new guest talking different things every time. So that I think is a blessing. They don't have to listen to me. But I'll see you around. Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you so much, Mati. Take care.
Bye. I'll see you around.
Bye.